Now, who says you shouldn't have too much of a good thing? The next installment of the Soweto Derby, one of the biggest in the world, will take place just a week after the last was played. Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs a clash in the league this time at the FNB Stadium in Nasrec. For more on the logistics ahead of this monster of a match, I'm joined by Bertie Grobbelaar, Managing Director of Stadium Management. Bertie, this is a true juggernaut of a match on your hands. How do you even prepare, I suppose, your entire season? You look at this match first.
I would say look at it first, but it's definitely a highlight on our calendar, and we, tongue in the cheek, like to say the real derby. The previous one was the intro, and now we've got the real one at the FNB Stadium on Saturday.
But this is the match by which you are judged and by which your stadium's full capabilities get tested to the max.
Indeed. Yeah, it's a full capacity, tickets sold out. There's still a couple of hospitality packages and tickets available, but general stand tickets sold out yesterday afternoon. So we're expecting 94,000 people in the precinct.
And your record for attendance, was it set in this match?
Yeah, no, definitely. It was set in this match, 94,680, 3 years back with the Derby.
Right, so now in terms of logistics, same rules apply as with every Derby day. Arrive as early as possible, have your ticket in hand. What other tips can you give the spectators?
Yeah, I can't but overemphasize that early arrival is key to us and for the spectators to have a safe and secure event. And then obviously, no ticket, no access. We had it in the past that patrons arriving with children. If you don't have a ticket, you won't have access to the stadium. Unfortunately, with the bigger events, you can't play with that. We need to have an exact number of spectators in the stadium. The next thing is we've done a couple of tweaks to the transport and traffic management plan.
Right.
Especially the egress, we've changed a Nasrec road into a 4-lane outgoing egress road.
Okay.
So it will affect the neighbouring neighbourhoods, but we've had a discussion with the community leaders and the councillors to assist us in that regard. It will just enable us to clear the stadium and the precinct.
So 4 lanes going which way?
Going to Nasrec Road, both directions, 4 lanes, yeah.
Okay. Anything else? The stadium is going to be on lockdown. When do the roads all shut down? Is it on the eve of the match?
Early morning on Saturday. Road closures in place, certain hard road closures. For example, Soweto Highway we closed down a bit later in the morning, but that will be a hard closure. There will be no access on Soweto Highway.
Right. Now there's free parking in operation. Is it first come, first served? Do you need a parking ticket? How does that work?
I think that's another important point you raise now, and it still seems that the spectators don't know the exact impact of that. There's no parking tickets payable.
Yes.
It's free parking.
All right.
The next thing is we have ample parking available at the stadium. We expect to serve about 52,000 spectators not using public transport. There's ample parking available, and don't be misguided by the illegal car guards directing you to a spot to park and asking you to pay for parking.
Right.
There's enough safe and secure parking, people looking after your vehicle, and if you adhere to their directions, it will assist us in the ingress and the entrance of vehicles and spectators to the stadium.
Now these marshals, are they marked? Are they clearly marked? Because it seems like any translucent vest, you put it on and suddenly you become a parking marshal.
That's the sign that you're not official if you've got a reflective jacket on. Be Free is the parking service provider, and they manage the parking on our behalf, and they've clearly marked with Be Free on their clothes and jackets.
Well, now it's a problem all the time. It's that supporters get the timing wrong of when they should arrive. Any tips for supporters, especially those relying on public transport?
I think to guide them, the best would be to go to our Twitter page and Twitter handle @official SMSA. All the times for the Ria Via service, We've published it on our website, the top 6 taxis, where they depart from and the departure times, officially on that. And then detailed maps of road closures, entry points, access routes, and then the egress, detailed on our Twitter handle.
Okay. Any big problems you're anticipating this time? I mean, the thing is, if you look at the league position and if you look at what happened last week, the sense of context in this derby, do you anticipate, are you keeping an eye on anything in particular?
No, I think it's going to be a massive clash on the pitch. There will be mind games played all along, as there's been in the week leading up to this.
Absolutely.
But we foresee a spectacular match for the spectators, a big fight on the pitch, but there's been a definite improvement in spectator behavior.
Brilliant. Bertie, thanks very much for joining us, giving us the lowdown. So spectators, get to the match as early as possible and have your ticket, one per person in hand. Well, that's about it for tonight. But before